Everybody, Mike and Kyle here with YouCan'tBeSeriously.com. That should be somewhere around here soon.
Put it in front of the graph.
Right in front of the game. We're here reviewing Space Quest 1. Not really reviewing it.
I
it's
never played that.
years beyond reviewing. So at this point, it's old and it's fantastic.
It's pretty beat up.
Space Quest 1 by Sierra came out October 1986.
Wow.
This is an original release, not a second edition release, or the VGA remake that was done in '91. Does say 3D adventure games.
That's why I'm wearing these.
You will need those 3D glasses. We'll also need a computer circa 1986. So.
Will it work on a new computer?
It will, with DOSBox for all those guys that are going to say
you can use.
You cannot put this in your Mac. This will not work in your Mac. So this is the original black box edition, smaller box, more similar to the crappy PC games that are out now in their tiny little boxes, so Best Buy can just jam their shelves full of stuff. Here you go, Mr. Kyle. So,
thank you.
So we'll go ahead and crack it open. Smells good.
Smell old?
Does smell old. It smells like my dad.
I don't know.
So the content.
Wait. Like your dad because it's a crack and it's deep? There's a smell that comes from like a crack that's very deep in your dad? Or?
I more or less just meant old. Just
Oh.
didn't not my dad's crack.
Oh.
So
Alright.
So the first thing I'll do here, two 5 1/4
Oh god.
floppy disks.
No, my dad doesn't smell like that.
My dad didn't use cologne, I guess. 2 5 1/4 floppy disks.
Wow.
Fantastic. I'm certain these don't work. If they did, they didn't. They don't work anymore after that 90-degree weather my car was that it sat in today. So
Took good care of him.
next is the essentially, I guess, the user guide. Gives you a little front story, gives you an idea of how to play the game, some instructions on it, some basic backstory on what you're doing. Interesting, Roger Wilco is kind of the namesake of the hero of the Space Quest series. Not in the first one, though. In the first one, you get to pick your own name. Just put anything you want in there. So,
Is it speak to text?
Warble Jewsbury could be your first name. Doesn't matter.
Is it like Dragon, where it's speak to text?
No, not speak to text. They did not have Dragon Speak then. Essentially, you had to type everything. So if you were a bad speller, you were not getting very far in this game.
I do have to note that this is it appears 9 pages.
Yeah, 9 pages. What do you want? It's back then. You were intelligent. If you could get this installed, you were ahead of the rest of the people.
Last step tells you do not get discouraged, and may the farce be with you.
Okay, couldn't say Force. That's Lucas.
Can't say Force.
We might not even be able to say that now.
Motorola can say Droid.
No, that's because they say Lucas Hits at the bottom
It's because
of the screen.
You're getting paid.
Getting paid. So next here we've got the adventure game reference card, similar to the book a little bit. Tells you how to install it, some quick access keys.
Wait a minute. Hold on, I got it. The back of this says, after 90 days, enclose $5 and return the software directly to us if your software should fail.
Yeah, you got 90 days.
Why do I have to take $5 out of my own pocket and pay these fools?
Well, first off, I take offense that Sierra's a fool, so I go ahead and just say
I'll
disagree.
They were involved in some manner in a lot of non I don't even know, adventure games that I liked as a kid, racing games.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's not we're racing games. Come on, NASCAR. That's not. First off, it's not even racing to begin with.
What about Indy cars?
Well, I'll give you IndyCar, but I don't think they made an IndyCar game. Well, I'm gonna show you how much I made.
Papyrus?
I know, so
Some sort of title.
Papyrus.
Yeah.
The old paper. The Epcot ride.
Epcot, the guys.
He just keeps doing it.
Hammer
always the same hammer-handing. Always the same spot. Just you get on the ride every time. Just same.
That paper. There's gonna be GIFs flying around. These two guys sitting at the desk just pounding.
If that's the worst that comes to this video, we're lucky.
You know that you could get away with copying this for only $25,000. You know what the fine is right now? There's no Wait. Violation may carry a fine of $25,000 or imprisonment or both. Good old days.
Expensive. Just buy 2 copies.
I'm gonna have some lovely Arizona Arnold Palmer iced tea light.
Boy, I hope those residuals come in soon for that.
Because when I drink tea, I drink that.
Next, reference card, Kyle. Kind of tells you how to install the game, how to run through. How easy is it to install? Let's say, let's pretend, Kyle, 1986. I'm 4 years old, you're 5, but we somehow have a Tandy computer.
Boy.
And we're installing this.
First off, I'm glad that they never mentioned that you need 3D goggles for this.
No.
Glasses or goggles, never mentioned. But aside from that, it looks pretty difficult.
Well, I mean, prompt, format.
For a 4-year-old?
Well, I don't think their demographic was 4-year-olds.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd ever make it. Single disk drive user. Wow, they're planning for every
possible scenario they could in 1986.
What is this? Special note for PC Junior?
Yeah, it's another older computer.
Gosh.
So I know all this just baffles you.
I only played with Macs until I was about 10.
10? Well, apparently you were in school a lot, so
I was alright. My parents were picking me up early. My grandparents, I wasn't swindling them into taking me home after second period.
Hey, if your grandparents are old, they're senile, they'll do whatever you do. You call them and you tell them you're sick, and they come pick you up.
People.
Love you, man. Now, here's a fantastic part. Got stuck in the game. Want a hint? Here is a hit line. Yes,
yeah, so
a 1-800 number. Yes, like Nintendo, exactly. Call this. They'll essentially tell you to type "open door."
1 second.
Or
1 second.
oh, wait. With technical difficulties.
I'm back. We're gonna go ahead and call that number right now.
Oh, fantastic!
We're gonna call that right now.
All right. Now this does note that if we're in California, use this number, but we'll just say it's
fire away.
1-800. 624.
Yep.
9505.
Okie dokie. Dialing. On my Apple iPhone.
Oh.
Ringing.
GEICO. Now,
Oh.
I think that if this number goes to GEICO, they should help us.
So we're gonna ask them?
We're gonna ask.
Okay. No. Just want to talk to you.
Sure. Emergency.
We're stuck on a level.
Stuck on a level. We'll go with that.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Just ask it. Make sure to ask for the Sierra line.
Yes, Angela. My name is Warble Jewsbury.
How are you doing today?
Good. How are you doing?
Doing well, thank you. What can I do with this you?
I was actually in Space Quest, and I happened to be stuck, and I got this number to call the hint line to see if you could get me through.
Do you need the emergency roadside department, sir?
Sure. Yeah, if you can help me. Apparently, I need some additional Buckazoids to buy a spaceship so I can get off the planet and get back to the star generator.
Do you have any real problems, sir?
Well, I don't think that that's very fair. I feel my problem's real.
Can you hold for a moment, sir?
Sure. These tip numbers do not work anymore.
They just call GEICO.
So, other thing to notate, like Kyle pointed out before, if you don't have a telephone in 1986, you can just mail this piece of paper, and I'm assuming weeks later you'll get a post-it note with type open door or something else. And just write your credit card information right on there.
Yep.
So, and I do note here at the top, this gentleman wrote 6858. Whoever owned this before me, I can assume that was $68.58 that he spent on the tip line.
Either that, or it's his last 4 of his social.
Ooh,
which we should have given. GEICO, they might have been able to rob us.
She didn't seem to appreciate Space Quest as much as we did. So
she probably doesn't like iced tea as much.
Oh, now it comes to the absolute prize. This is one of the rare things. 2 coupons that were originally included in the game. These are pretty rare to find. So one of them is a valuable coupon. Receive 20% off of your purchase of one of our fine mechanical automations at Droids R Us. Interesting story behind this, Mr. Kyle. Toys R Us sued Sierra for this game because they said Droids R Us, which is essentially Toys R Us, but not.
What about Mr. Lucas?
Well, I don't think anybody cared back then.
Apparently Toys R Us cared.
Well, that's true. But that remember how popular Toys R Us used to be back then? Jeffrey the giraffe, yes.
I've never seen it.
Which, funny you mentioned that. In the remake version of this, or the second release, should I say, they actually changed it to Droids Be Us. Didn't include coupons.
So they go from copyright infringement to insulting people's language skills.
Yes.
Grammar, just insulting grammar.
It was, hey, they were on the cutting edge of...
so that will be so this is like...
Ebonomics, what do they call it?
Ebonics?
Ebonics, thank you.
Ebonics, that was a word, just right here. We'll put the...
Right there invented, put it down right out there.
That'll be, by the time this gets uploaded, that'll be an Urban Dictionary.
Ebonomics. But like I said, they changed it to Droids Be Us, threw out the receipts, but they did include a fake Jeffy the Giraffe in there just as a little punch bag.
One of those?
Yep, right to there. So,
right to there.
A little coupon.
If I does this up right now.
I would cry like a girl.
Oh my goodness, I'm getting a text. That was a text from GEICO. GEICO said,
don't ever call us.
Don't ever call us back. If you do call back on this number without a serious GEICO-related issue, we will murder your family and dig up all of your dead relatives and ship their bones to Tunisia.
That's a long text.
So that's...
At least they're not having sex with them. Next is another coupon, good for 5 Buckazoids at the Coronian Ale. That's Oasis Bar.
That's what we were trying to get information on from the hint.
Yeah, we were stuck in Oasis Bar.
The GEICO hint line.
We needed Buckazoids. Interesting fact about Oasis Bar: ZZ Top is in it. If you can get that to show up on your screen in the first edition, and I do actually believe the second edition also. They sued just like Toys R Us. So
mad.
Poor Sierra, just getting lawsuits all the time. They mad.
So mad.
And so another coupon.
ZZ. So in this case, where this changed to Droids Be Us. If they were giving out coupons in the next game, there should have been one that said ZZ Top Be Mad.
ZZ Top Be Mad, or ZZ Top.
ZZ Top Be Mad.
Yeah.
So mad.
And then lastly, plastic container. That's it.
And this is probably not...
Yellowed with the nicotine of the previous owner, I can assume, because it would just be smoking like a chimney in front of his computer.
Pants halfway down their
hands. Pants halfway down, yes. I don't think internet porn was prevalent back then, though.
ASCII.
ASCII
News groups and bulletin boards.
It would be B equal, or equal if you're African American, @ So, thank you again. Space Quest 1, recommend it. Don't go out to your local video game store. Try eBay and have some deep pockets for it.
Call GEICO if you need help.
Or download it if you can, or find a grandparent. A grandparent might have this game. Maybe your dad. Maybe your dad doesn't have a lot of new stuff at his house. When you go there, he has a Nintendo.
Maybe your
you say, hey, Dad, I don't want to play Nintendo. I want to play Xbox. And he says Nintendo's just as good. It's got lots of games. Duck Hunt.
Maybe your game smells like your dad.
Maybe it brings back. So, thank you very much. Check out our website. You can't be seriously SRSLY. That'll be right about in this area. And thank you for watching. Have a fantastic, whatever.
Life.
Die in a car accident.
Bye. Burn.